Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, my name is Edward Smith and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at two budget subwoofers. These are the cheapest subwoofers that you can get on the market that are still made by music production companies. Both of these subwoofers are mainly for those of you that are in a budget type setup where you have a 3-inch, a 4-inch, a 5-inch studio monitor. You don't want to upgrade to an 8-inch studio monitor to get some better low end when mixing and making music production. And instead of that, you just want to compromise and get a nice subwoofer to balance out the high end of smaller studio monitors, which you probably have. And both of these subwoofers are around $200 each, so the comparison is going to be very fair when comparing features, overall sound, and what you're getting. But before we get into this video, I'd first like to ask you to please smash that subscribe button down below and click on the bell notification so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Secondly, I have all the links down in the description below of these subwoofers if you do want to check them out. And then last but not least, I will be doing a sound test comparison at the end of this video, not just of the subwoofers themselves, but I'll also be connecting a small set of studio monitors to each and doing a sound test comparison that way, because at the end of the day, we're trying to find the best subwoofer for your setup. So jumping into this comparison between these two subwoofers, the first thing that we're going to focus on is the similarities between the two. And to start off, both of these subwoofers are around $200 each, so you're not going to get a crazy difference in terms of features and size. Firstly, looking at the cone size, both of them are 8-inch cones. When you look at the back panels, you're still getting a lot of the same connections, a lot of the same volume knobs and phase switches, and those things aren't much different. There are only small minor tweaks with features that you're getting depending on the subwoofer. And firstly, to start off, one of the big differences between these two is obviously the size. The PreSonus is a lot smaller in terms of subwoofer size than the Mackie. I don't know if that's going to help with more low end or more sound, but if they both have an 8-inch cone, they should be pretty similar in terms of low-end sound, but we're going to test that anyway. Secondly, both of these subwoofers have different features. The Mackie has a lot more external features, like this Mackie knob, which you can put on your desk to adjust the volume of the subwoofer individually or the volume of your overall sound. And what really makes this nice is if you do want to drop the sound of your subwoofer because it's maybe too bassy or you want more bass, you can change those things at your fingertips, where with this PreSonus Eris E3.5s, they have all of those switches at the back, so you'll have to climb in underneath your desk and change those volumes every single time. So this is just additional features that Mackie have added that PreSonus haven't. Another additional feature that Mackie has is this Bluetooth connectivity. It's not really something that music producers use or anything like that, but it is an additional feature that added to the cost and still kept it around $200, which is something that PreSonus did not do. But on the other hand, when looking at the PreSonus subwoofer, one feature that this sub has that the Mackie doesn't is a high pass filter, which is a nice addition if you want a little bit more low end than you already have, which is something, like I said, you're not going to get with this Mackie. But now that we've briefly gone through each subwoofer, let's move on to the sound test comparison between the two and find which subwoofer will sound best in your setup. So for my final overview of these two subwoofers, I think they are both fantastic for the $200 price tag that you can get them at. The PreSonus is, in my opinion, a little bit more clearer, but doesn't really have the power that this Mackie studio monitor has. If you're looking for a smaller subwoofer to fit in a smaller space, I would probably go for the PreSonus. If you're someone that's making lo-fi beats, hip-hop, and you really like a lot of muddy kind of low end, this Mackie would be a great option for you, especially if you're looking for the Bluetooth features and the nice knob at the top to have all the controls at your fingertips. But like I said, at the end of the day, both of these subwoofers have great sound and they will be perfect for you depending on your setup. But other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, subscribe down below, and I will see you for another video next time.